I'm looking for the smoothness of the skin. Her skin is very nice and smooth. There are no indentations. So this is stage 1 lipedema. I'm also looking for pockets of fluid that are in the skin themselves, and I'm not seeing any of those pockets either. And then I look for a pattern of stretch marks, and she's got some really fine stretch marks here. Not really easy to see. Oh, right over here she's starting to get some indentations. So she's entering stage 2 here laterally. Yep, so stage 2 here on the lateral thigh. And I don't really see any pockets. I also am noticing other things that I'm not saying, like the modeling of the skin. She's got a pretty normal modeled pattern. I'm looking for the veins to see if there's anything dilated. She's got an enlarged vein right here, but really no varicosities. If I look at her in the right light, there are a few pockets of fluid in the skin that I can see at a different angle. And so I would note that. That's just showing that there's dysfunction of the lymphatics within the skin itself. She's got very nodular fat tissue on the lateral side and the medial side of her knee, and also here on the, actually right over the kneecap. And then this whole area is just full of nodular fat. So I've got nodular fat all the way down to the ankle right here, and I think it's pretty clear she's got a little cuff of fat here. I can run my finger up and I can just catch it right on that cuff. And then the ankle itself looks pretty good. There's a tiny little pocket of fat below the lateral malleoli here, malleolus, but not here, which is good. This is a woman who has stage 1 lipedema. She had liposuction of her inner thighs 8 months ago, outer thighs 6 months ago, and lower legs 4 months ago. Prior to the liposuction, she had stage 1 lipedema of her arms and stage 2 lipedema of her legs. So I'm going to palpate for lipedema tissue and see what we have left. So I'm going to leave the arms alone as they didn't have liposuction, but as I feel on the thighs, what I'm feeling for are the little nodules in the fat. I'm also looking to see if the fat is smooth, and it's fairly smooth. I know it's still healing, but I don't feel those nodules that I felt on her in the past. Now this is an area where the fat tends to have a different consistency, and so as I feel through here, I feel a few little soft nodules. It just doesn't feel like typical lipedema fat. I think this is still healing tissue here. I do feel some nodular fat on the medial knee here. Now I'm going to feel on the lower leg where she also had lipedema fat. And again, I'm moving my fingers around trying to find nodules, and I'm not finding them. This is all feeling like very normal fat to me. Again, looking for nodules. I don't feel any. I do feel a little bit of nodules on the back of the leg. Not as much on this side, a little bit more on this side. The ankles are great. There's no edema. There's a little fat pad on the foot, but Stemmer sign is negative. So I think what liposuction has done here is change her from stage 2 lipedema to stage 1.